There we go. Hello YouTube, Edith from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. With verses today, I'm going to compare my Agile to my Epiphone and do some measurements, some weighing in and stuff like that. But first let's make some noise that everyone can complain about. I love this volume pedal for the backing track. Here we go now. Timing's everything. One down. Let's take a brief commercial break while I grab the other one. So yeah, then I gotta put the AC on during the day, the heat on during the night here in Florida. It's crazy. What do I need? 2 thermostats so that I don't have to keep on switching from cold to heat, cold to heat. I come in here and I start sweating. The fans going, I realized that, oh, I didn't switch back to AC. And yes, I didn't check the tuning on here, and it's good. Wow. Okay, here we go now. Yeah, you know how quiet that is? So, as you can see, I have to spray the toggle switch. And you know what's funny is that I saw the can in here and I was trying to look for the scale. And I noticed that the Les Pauls, when I put the strap on, you know, it brings it up higher. So that's why I realize now, that's why I had an extra strap out, and I had that strap set for a different level. And I made it equivalent to this one because I only took that with my guitar to the last gig, And now I realize that I have to put it back up, put it lower when I do play the Les Pauls, because they're too high. I feel myself like hunching over the guitar because it's not resting right there. And this is like, that's better right there. See what I mean? That little bit, right? Always something. So, yeah, as soon as you try looking for something, you can't find it. You find everything but what you want to look for. So you trick yourself and you say, oh, I want to look for something else so you could find it. Does it work? No, you're just kidding yourself. So yeah, as you could tell when I went to the neck position, nothing happened. Every time I think, nothing happens. So there we go. Let that soak in for a little bit. Yeah, it's been hanging on the wall for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I've been falling back into the Strats and everything else. So I'll probably need this for that one too. I grabbed these two because these are my two favorite that are equivalent pretty much to one another. My Koa is a custom, and it's got different electronics. I think different pickups, blue breakers, blue busters, pro buckers, mother truckers, something like that. So the only difference here really is this has a rosewood fingerboard that has an ebony fingerboard. This has pearlized plastic looking trapezoid inlays that has abalone trapezoid inlays. This has just looks like a regular standard bone nut with Grover tuners with a tiger maple veneer. It's a veneer. And when I grab the Agile has, of course, the ebony fingerboard. It has a tiger maple top. It's a cap, it's not a veneer. And they're PAF pickups, which are nice and warm and articulated. This is a, they're a little bit brighter. So yeah, that's the ear telling the brain what I see. That's got a Graftech nut with Graftech saddle savers, where this one doesn't. I'm trying to compare the two. So you heard it. Probably two of my favorite Les Pauls. I dare I say I enjoy these two more than I enjoy my USA Gibsons. So what does that tell you? This one, in the neck feels a little bit wider, the nut, should I say, and that's only because when I'm playing. Yeah, this feels a little bit wider, but we'll see. We'll see. Used to use these all the time, and I forget what it's called right now. I can't think of it. I used to work as an NC operator on computers, and believe it or not, we needed this tool to see, make sure everything the computer was doing what it was supposed to, like cutting stuff. So let's just check the nut. 43.1. Wow. Let's check it down here at the 12th fret. Right on the 12th fret. 52.1. Cool. Thickness with the strings on it, right on the fret. See if we can get what we have here. 24. Go back to the 12th here. Open it up. 26. I just want to double check that because I kind of slid it. Yeah, I thought so. 28.7. I felt that I moved it when I pulled it off. So there you go. Am I going to remember what I just said? Probably not. The Agile feels a little bit heavier, but that's because they leave a lot more of the water in those guitars. So here we have it. Get it as close. If you could read that, you know, it would be nice if I turned it on. Okay, here we go. Zeroed out. Like I'm going fishing. Like I'm trying to get one of those toys at the machine. It says 9.13. All right. So, let's also take note that when I remove these, they were not shielded. The cavities or the covers. So, you know, if we're getting down to the nitty gritty, 22 medium jumbo frets on here. All right, so let's go with the weight right away. That was 9.13. So let me see, can we hook it? Yay, look what I won. All right, so whatever that is, let me spin it around. Do I have to zero it out? Let me see. Got, yep, back to zero. Okay. It's getting heavy. I hope it stops soon. $9.65. So, yeah, 9.65, 9.13. I think it was. See, it's gone. Like that, it just goes. I really don't need to run this one. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because I grab this one a lot. It seems to be my favorite Les Paul to grab. So I do pull it down a lot, and that's why I treat it the back of the neck, silky smooth. All right, let's go with the measurement on here. 0. Okay, let's see what we got. .45, that was 43. 12th fret. .52, I think that's the same, if not close. The 1st fret. Oh, lose my pick. 23.3. Maybe if I watch the video, I could take these numbers down and then put them in the description. 27.9. I think that was 28. So again, this seems to be a little bit thinner. 0 off. Yeah, man. So I thought that neck was a little bit wider, just a little bit, but enough, because the 42, yeah, I have an easier time with that, but I'm getting used to, you know, getting more comfortable, because I've been playing a lot more chords up there. So, yeah. Yeah, this one's got the abalone. It's got the ebony fingerboard. That's what's great about all the Agile guitars. 22 medium jumbo frets. They also have Grover tuners. Sweet. And, you know, this one is a cap. And, yeah, no splitting, which I'm glad about. These pickups are just a little bit warmer. Those are just a little bit brighter, but still, you know, this is like my go-to Les Paul. I think that if I had to sell, because I would never sell my Greenie more. But if I have 4 other Les Pauls, I have the Mark Tremonti one up there, but it's PRS. It's really with a tremolo system. So I'm not going to, well, I'll count that. If I had to sell, pick one out of all of these to keep, it would be tough. I would have to, it would be this one and my 92 Gibson Les Paul. I believe it's a Studio Light with the ebony fingerboard, because I love ebony fingerboards. I think these were the 2. And I could sell the rest, you know, if I needed to, if I wanted to, if I just got tired of looking at them and didn't play them anymore. So yeah, that's basically it. So, yeah. Oh, I got a call from Guitar Center today. Listen to this one. Some guy calls up. Oh, I'm a gear advisor from Guitar Center, and how was your latest purchase of a PA something whatever? And I'm like, what? See how us New Yorkers always do the pinky and the thumb like it's a phone? What? What are you talking about, dude? I didn't buy anything like that. Last thing I bought was a guitar, you know, a couple of weeks ago. And he was breaking up, and then all of a sudden I hear a click. So I'm in panic mode now. I'm trying to call the guy back. I can't get the guy. I leave a message. I call. I call my bank, and I check, and no, nothing, nothing's been purchased other than like me running to the store today. Especially nothing from Guitar Center. I'm like, okay. Finally called back and get the guy to answer the phone. He answered one time and then hung up again, and then got him again. So see, not every gear advisor guy, not everyone that works at Guitar Center gives 100%. And I saw a video on the guy from Arizona, heavy set guy, bald headed guy. He's got a store and he works on. He's a tech, and I saw he had an interview with the CEO of Guitar Center, and I left my comment, my constructive, criticism of still what goes on in guitar, saying that not everyone is great, kind of thing. And what happened with the call place one where they don't even answer the phone. And, so here, this guy, I finally get him on the phone. Oh, I made a mistake with another order from another customer that I had to call. And I'm like, well, listen, I don't need you to call me. I said, I got my own guitar, advisor. And that's Justin Ford at 3999. I says, and he's the only guy I deal with. So, pretty much refrain from calling me in the future. But, gets the heart pumping and gets you thinking right away, like, what happened. And yesterday I went to the Dollar Tree to get some frames. Oh, you see my Eddie Van Halen picture right above my shoulder? Boom, right there. Yeah, so I had, I got 3 photos made up from Walmart. I downloaded the picture from, looking at images on Google, had them print them up. Went to the Dollar Tree to get 3 10x8 frames, so those are 10x8 pictures. And of course, you can see the frame isn't 10x8, even though they were with 10x8s. Slightly bigger, but I guess it's better if you had like some kind of border behind it. So I just flipped the paper over where it said what it was, the size was, and then just use that. And I went to, punch in for, where they said, do you want any money back? And my big fat finger hit the 20, and then I hit, no. And the 20 went through, and I said to the woman, I says, I think I hit the 20 for cash back. I says, by accident, can I cancel the order? And she looks and she goes, let me see. Oh, no, you didn't. She says, I'm glad you didn't, ask for cash back. Because she just asked previously, I was like the 3rd customer online, for cash. She was running out of cash. So I go, oh, okay, great. So she hands me my receipt, and I'm going, and I look at it, and luckily now I'm wearing, you know, my progressive, so I could read and not grab a pair of readers to put them on and just see normally. And they're great for TV, by the way. If anyone's like me started squinting watching TV, get a pair of progressive, and they're perfect. And I look, and it said $20, and she knew it, and she was gonna pocket the $20. An old woman. So you can't trust anybody. So with that happening yesterday, getting a phone call today, you know, I don't need the stress. Who does? But in any case, yeah. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to also. I want to see. I want to compare my Washburn guitars and see if there is a big difference between the Swamp Ash and the Padauk USA made, and then see if it's a big difference between those two and the Indonesia one, you know, and just see, because it does feel like they also have a bigger, you know, wider neck up by the nut, because unless I'm getting used to playing those chords without my fingers bleeding into the strings, you know, I still like to do that. And I still think the Swamp Ash is light as a feather. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, and a better tomorrow. And this thing keeps on flashing at me, so I really doubt it's going to work.